3.
All right, cool. Catherine, will you please let Jackal's Lair, Proper, and James know that I'll be meeting them for all-you-can-eat barbecue, but I'm going to have to push it back about 15, 20 minutes. I have to deal with something. Also, will you go ahead and alert Mr. Brunel Sr. that I'm going to have to address that situation with his son, as we had spoken about earlier, so there's no surprise about what's going to happen next. And please page Mr. Brunel and tell him, his son, Brunel Jr., to please come on in here. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We'll do that right now. Mr. Brunel, can you please come here? Mr. GTG would like to speak to you. Yes, the big boss. Okay. Mr. GTG, Mr. Brunel will be coming in shortly.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here.
You do realize that you're 20 minutes late to work again. That's like the 4th time this week.
Come on, man! I got a second job. Like,
Mr. Brunel, please take a seat. Not on the good couches either, by the way. I just got those imported. You sit in this chair right here, please.
But that chair not even come.
Sit your ass in the chair, please.
I'm sitting.
All right, Mr. Brunel, your work performance as of late has been rather horrible. You were recommended by your father. I did your father a solid by bringing you in. You've been here for 5 years. We've put you through certain training. You've made some progress, so to speak. You've gained some awards and whatnot and some accommodations. But yet, for whatever reason, for the last 90 days or so, you can't seem to make it to work on time. What's your problem?
Huh? I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I've been coming late for work, but this is the first time that y'all ever complained that I've done anything wrong. I mean, you've given me all these awards like you just said, but I always get nothing but compliments. I even helped your company out and improve in areas that y'all didn't even see.
Mr. Brunel, first things first, let me go ahead and lay down to you how things really work here. First of all, your father has been covering for you lately. Not only have you been coming in late, but you've been leaving early. So your father has had to come by and finish some of your projects. Jesus Christ, Mr. Brunel, these printed letterings for these helicopters are not going to print themselves. You have a very simple position here, to be honest. Also, that whole accommodation that you received, ACE, yes, that was basically completely and totally made up. We did that just to make your father feel better. He said that you were losing confidence in your position.
Wow! I can't believe that. And me leaving on work. I mean, I got a soulmate I'm soulmate at home. I gotta take care of her, and then I gotta make sure I'm on time to do my other job. I mean, I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I have a bad back, so I have to get home, take my gout medicine as well. The Seattle air. I heard I'm about to be moving there soon because that's going to help heal my back.
Mr. Brunel, I've already notified your father that this is going to be your last day. Since you do have a second job, though, you'll be all right, I think. And because, as yet again, as I've already established, since this was a favor of your father's,
we will be the same dad that couldn't get his son a Wolverine toy.
Mr. Brunel, I am not concerned about what goes on in the Brunel household unless it has something to do with your mother. And in that case, well, you don't need to know about that. With that being said, you will be let go. Effective immediately, I want you to clean out your desk, and I want you to just go ahead and make your way out. Please don't make a scene. Don't embarrass your father. Your father is already extremely disappointed in this and in your situation. Actually, before you leave, Mr. Brunel, I'll give you a chance to convince me otherwise. What is it? What is your second job that has you so busy and so occupied?
Well, I have a 10-year legacy where I sit at home and play these video games for a large audience, and
You video games? You said, Mr. Brunel? You sit down and play video games?
Yes,
for a living?
but I do it for money. And I have a large audience that pay me more money than this company. That actually hurt. See, I can get you more business by getting these people that pay me thousands of dollars a day to come and buy your helicopters. But if you fire me, they won't ever come and do your business. Throw this water bottle in the trash right here. Oh,
Mr. Brunel, first off and foremost, that's the third water bottle you've gone through just in the few minutes you've been in this office. That's the first. Second thing, that snort and all that extra nonsense, I believe you do realize that you had benefits here. You do realize that you could have had yourself checked out by some of the best doctors in the nation, and
what?
you never used it.
Since when? You never told me it is.
Since the beginning, Mr. Brunel. Matter of fact, looking at your expense report, there's actually quite a bit of money missing. Your travel expenses have been maxed out each month, but you don't travel anywhere for us. All of your medical benefits have been maxed out each month. All of this is by cash out. What exactly are you using that money for, Mr. Brunel?
Well, see, because my tax attorney, he never told me that I was supposed to pay federal taxes, so I owe the IRS money, and that's that's one of the reasons why I have this job, to pay my taxes. And sometimes it just hurts to be sitting down all day, to be at this job, then the second job. So I need a lot of vacation trips. So that's why I've been cashing out early to go on these vacations, to stay away from work sometimes. And I can't just put all my finances on my soulmate. I mean, like soulmate. So that's what's been going on, sir.
Mr. Brunel, I think this conversation's over with. I think that I'd like to say that I thank you for your years of service here, but I'd be lying. So go ahead and just go ahead and head out through the door. Actually, I already had my receptionist go ahead and put all of your stuff in the box and whatnot. Matter of fact, you have the right to take your chair and desk too, because if not, we're just going to burn it, because there's all kinds of grease stains and food stains there. The people that are in the cubicles next to you keep saying DSP tries it. I don't know what that is, and I don't care, Mr. Brunel. You have 5 minutes to get off the premises, or you will be escorted out.
This will be the last time. This won't be the last time you hear from. You will be hearing from my lawyer,
Mr. Brunel, please be escorted out. Please go ahead and walk out now, or you will be escorted out. And Mr. Brunel, I don't care about your lawyer. It sounds to me like if you can't pay your taxes, then you obviously can't afford a lawyer. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and leave now? Talk to mommy and daddy later, and see if they can help you out. Have a good day, Mr. Brunel.
Bye.